Okay, this is the second to last video. By now, we have gathered that the farmers were trying to resist against the banks, against the monopolists, against the people who were setting rates for the cost of the food that they were growing. And so they were building alliances. There were alliances for Black farmers, but the major alliances for farmers were led by white people. Black farmers were distrusting of that, but there were also Black farmers in the movement. So yeah, it's important to note that Black and white people are still fighting for the same thing, but Black people are keenly aware of the fact that even if these white people get what they want, that doesn't mean that we're gonna get what we want. And I think that's an important undertone to acknowledge here, because that distrust was always there. Everybody wanted the same things, but Black people could not help but be distrusting of the white people who time and time again had proven that they were actually just looking out for their self-interests, and white supremacy was still very much so rampant. When the Texas People's Party was founded in Dallas in the summer of 1891, it was interracial and radical. There was blunt and vigorous debate among whites and Blacks. A Black delegate active in the Knights of Labor, dissatisfied with vague statements about equality, said, "If we are equal, why does not the sheriff summon Negroes on juries? And why hang up the sign Negro in passenger cars? I want to tell my people what the People's Party is going to do. I want to tell them if it is going to work, a black and white horse in the same field." A white leader responded by urging there be a Black delegate from every district in the state. They are in the ditch just like we are. When someone suggested there be separate white and Black populist clubs which would confer together, R.M. Humphrey, the white leader of the Colored Alliance, objected. "This will not do. The colored people are part of the people, and they must be recognized as such." 2 Blacks were then elected to the state executive committee of the party. Blacks and whites were in different situations. The Blacks were mostly field hands, hired laborers. Most white alliance people were farm owners. When the Colored Alliance declared a strike in the cotton fields in 1891 for $1 a day wages for cotton pickers, Leonidas Polk, head of the White Alliance, denounced it as hurting the alliance farmer who would have to pay that wage. In Arkansas, a 30-year-old Black cotton picker named Ben Patterson led the strike, traveling from plantation to plantation to get support, his band growing, engaging in gun battles with a white posse. Racism was strong, and the Democratic Party played on this, winning many farmers from the Populist Party. When white tenants failing in the crop lien system were evicted from their land and replaced by constitutions, starting with Mississippi in 1890 to prevent Blacks from voting by various devices and to maintain ironclad segregation in every aspect of life. The laws that took the vote away from Blacks, poll taxes, literacy tests, property qualifications, also often ensured that poor whites would not vote, and the political leaders of the South knew this. At a constitutional convention in Alabama, one of the leaders said he wanted to take away the vote from all of those who are unfit and unqualified if the rule strikes a white man as well as a Negro, let him go.